Namaste everyone. My name is Preity Upala and I'm here to talk about this historic, incredible test match that India just won. It beat Australia in Australia, and this is of course the Border Gavaskar trophy, and India gets to retain it now. But what a match! This is a series for the ages. Who would have thought a few weeks ago that this Indian side would come out victorious? I think very few would have bet on it, considering the state of the team and the issues that they were having, the COVID bubble that they had to go through, the strict restrictions that Australia placed on all players, but especially traveling all the way from India in very, very different conditions. But coming up with this incredible result is nothing short of a massive feat. It is definitely their best performance ever in a test series, I think, in the history of Indian cricket. And I think this team has so much to be proud of. So the first test, they were all bowled out for 36. And I think there were plenty of pundits who wrote India off. Very, very dangerous and a bad mistake to do that, because I think what India proved is that they have the depth, they have the talent, they have the heart, they have the soul to come back. And come back, boy, did they do that. They were able to draw a series, of course, and then the final match in Gabba in Brisbane, they actually won that. And I think most people would have maybe bet that at best they could draw it and hence they get to retain the trophy. But they actually went one better and they won the whole thing. They won the whole goddamn thing, and now it's theirs. But I just think this, what an incredible performance by all the players. This is definitely a team effort. So just look at this Indian team. They lost two of their best players, and including their captain. And they had a new leader come in, Ajinkya Rahana, for the second test onwards. And he has shown incredible leadership, really rallied the boys together. And I think his leadership style is soft, it's calm, it's supportive, it's compassionate. It's exactly what India needed. And I think they just took one step at a time, and they were just very much in the present, and they just backed themselves up and went for it. And I think with Australia, sadly, I think we saw an arrogant side, probably a side that knew it was better in many ways, and it was less injured, and had the bowling attack and the fast bowlers, and they just knew that they could demolish the Indian side if they really wanted to. But they didn't deliver. I think they had their chances. And also, I must say, poor leadership on their side. Tim Payne, this was not his best performance as a player or as a captain. And I think history will maybe not be that kind to him. I think a lot of veterans of the game have looked back at his leadership, and not much, positive things to say about it. I think he could have handled himself better, and as a leader and an ambassador for Australia, and really showcasing the sport to the world. I think he left a lot to be desired. Australia is a class act. They are world champions. Nobody beats them in their own turf. This is a winning team with a lot of champions and match winners, and the fact that they were unable to take over this particular Indian side. I don't want to say A team, B team, C team, or D team, but honestly, one could say it was the under 22 or even the Ranji Trophy level Team India, because of the youth and how young some of the players were and how inexperienced they were. For some, it was their first, second, or third match, and Mohammad Siraj, such a hero of the entire series, he led the bowling attack, and he had, was it all of 3 test matches under his belt? For a couple of them, they were debuting, right? And you had 19-year-old Shubman Gill, who was just phenomenal, showed that he's a class act. He's going to go on to be a great champion. Rishabh Pant, the deservedly the man of the series. Incredible performance. He had the guts, he had the glory, and I think he just enjoyed himself. He was playing some beautiful shots out there. Very, very inspirational. But you must give it to, of course, the captain, but also Chiteswar Pujara, who stood there, even though he was getting blow after blow, really being physically assaulted by the Australian bowling attack, and stood his ground. He took his time, was very patient, and he earned every single run. And he was the real wall, I think, of the game. Really gave India a great shot. And then you had Shardul Thakur, who had an incredible performance. So I think all the players contributed. A thought goes out to Ravi Shastri. I think he gets a lot of criticism for his leadership style and how he leads the team, but I think he knows what his team is capable of. He backs his players, he backs himself, he backs his own intuition, and I think all credit to him. He was phenomenal. That's what a real team sort of manager and coach should be like. I just think this is a victory for cricket and for Test cricket, and in some ways for sport, because I think post-COVID there's a lot of hopelessness out there, and not a lot of sport has been played in a whole year. And I think this is a huge series that so many people around the world watched. I think it was the most trending topic on Twitter and social media. I mean, I'm here in Los Angeles in America. We are having a U.S. presidential inauguration, and I'm sorry, but the Indian win was trending, and there were more hits and more views on all tweets and videos of the winning team, and the just congratulations and greetings to to India. And I think just amazing, truly global. You're seeing all countries, all past veterans really come out and support India. And I think this team, bruised, injured, battered, tired, COVID infused, and without any of their key players, very young, very inexperienced, racially abused, the worst of conditions, and they still came out on top. So I think so much to be proud of. This is Naya Bharat. This is New India. I think it's just a manifestation of where India is at. I think cricket has done more for Indian soft power than sometimes perhaps its diplomats ever can dream of. So we got to give it to them, or to the sport, beautiful sport. And I just think this is a beautiful moment in time for Indian cricket, for Test cricket at large. I think so much to be proud of. Very, very encouraging. I think India is going to go ahead and continue its winning streak. It's number one. It is the number one Test team in the world, thank God. And let's hope they go all the way through and win that championship. But all kudos to Ajinkya Rahana, all the boys, all the players, the physios, the psychologists that travel with the team, and all the fans back home, obviously friends and family and everybody. I think honestly the fans, so much love, and it was great to see amazing non-Indian fans really applaud and praise India. There were even so many TV shows from Pakistan, of all places, and you can see it's very sincere. They genuinely were very thrilled, excited, proud, and they thought very highly of India, and they just kept saying that their own team would fall heavily short. I just think this is amazing for cricket, and you must look at all these boys and what great careers the young ones are gonna have. And off to the next series, which is going to be England, and I think that's going to be a very, very interesting series. It's going to be played in India, so we have the home turf advantage. But England are also a champion team, so it's not going to be easy by any means. But we will have Virat Kohli back, and I think many of the players will be very fit and healthy. I just think this is so amazing that all the players came together and they did their best, and they won it. And it was amazing to see Mohammad Siraj walk, in the stadium with the Indian flag, with the entire team behind him. And I think that is symbolic of the India that we want, the India that we love, the India that is just tapestry of diversity in the best of ways. And so I am thrilled. I enjoyed all the matches, and I just think it's hopeful and inspiring for a very aspirational India. So I wish the team best of luck for their next series. Please give us more wins. We'll be watching you closely. A lot of love. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Jai Hind. Dhanyawad. Thank you.